again, everyone. Welcome back. And today we're looking at a new cigar from Alec Bradley, specifically Alec and Bradley. I guess a subdivision of Alec Bradley Cigars. Alan Rubin owns Alec Bradley Cigars. His two sons, Alec and Bradley, have their own little cigar collection as far as putting out new releases. And this is the newest one, the Kintsugi. The Kintsugi Robusto 5x50. Now, Kintsugi is a Japanese art form where you repair broken pottery and highlight the broken pieces with gold and lacquer them to make it stand out, show that it has been rejoined and reunited. And they liken the fact that pottery is broken to the cigar industry now. It's a little bit broken as far as the FDA regulations and some infighting and what have you, and that we are stronger together as a cigar community. Different manufacturers, yes, but you can still work together to one common goal. Now, as far as the blend goes, well, this is actually the third creation from Alec and Bradley. He had the Blind Faith at first, then the Gatekeeper, which I reviewed here not that long ago, earlier this year. And now we have the Kintsugi. Kin-tsu-gee, maybe it is. Kin-tsu-gee is how you actually say it, according to what I'm looking at here. The blend uses a Honduran habano wrapper from the Trojes region, covering Nicaraguan and Honduran tobacco that is being used as both the dual binder and the fillers. Made in the Raíces Cubanas factory in Danlí, Honduras. Now, comes in four sizes: Robusto, Corona Gorda, Toro, and Gordo. And it's really not priced that bad. This Robusto is $8, $7.95, up to just under $10 for the Gordo. So that ought to do it. Let's get right to it. The new Kintsugi, there it is, Robusto. This is a massive band, and actually it is two bands. The symbol "and" right here is actually behind, well, it's on this lower band, and I'll be removing it very soon. I'll show you as I get to it. All right. Good to draw. Good to draw. All right, let's make sure we got some good. Yeah. Well, your flavors are quite basic. A cedar, some brown sugar, a very earthy nutmeg, and light black coffee. Black pepper at about 7. So that's how you start, and you see how close we are to that band already. Won't be long before I remove it, but let's see how we fare at the first third. First third, and the cigar is just not grabbing me. It's nothing bad. It's just sort of average flavors. I mean, now we've got citrus peel, brown sugar, earthy nutmeg, black coffee, which is a little more elevated, and I struggled with this Other flavor. So I had to consult some of these flavor wheels that you see out there. I'm like, if I see it, I'll know it. And I saw it. Flour, sort of doughy flour, mixing flour. That's the kind of notes you have in the cigar. The finish is sort of a brown sugar, citrus peel, sort of a doughy flavor too. Decent lingering black pepper. But it's not remarkable. The first third I rated 89. It's just not something that is just wow. The Gatekeeper was a little bit of wow. And this one, for me, okay, I'm speaking for me. I'm reviewing it. It's just not wowing me. So I'm going to start it at 89 and just see what happens. Let's see what happens in the second third. Into the second third. And every cigar is different, and everybody's palates are different, but this cigar is not doing it for me. I'm sorry. It has gotten extremely earthy. The black coffee is elevated. The earthiness in general is much elevated. You still have the cedar and some brown sugar there and the citrus peel, but it's like this big, and the earthiness is this big. It's just really, really earthy. Medium bodied. Finish is some earthy nutmeg and a touch of citrus peel. Some of that doughiness that I mentioned before, flour. 85 for the second third. It was just about okay in the first third, but this has gone extremely earthy, and it's losing me quickly. But as with all second thirds, it usually changes. So let's see what the final third brings. But it's very unremarkable. It's just not hitting on all cylinders with me. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. There was a little improvement in the sweetness and a little lowering of the extreme earthiness, but it's just a little. Overall, the appeal of the cigar is just not there for me. Medium body, very earthy finish. I guess it's safe to say I had higher hopes for this cigar because the Gatekeeper I rated 93.33. But this is just not going to do it for me. I'm going to hold 85. I mean, it's just not appealing. I'm going to hold 85 for the final third. So your overall score is 86.33. It's just not going to make it with me. I'd be curious to know your thoughts. Have you had this? What did you think of it? That's the way it goes sometimes. I mean, not everything can be great to everyone. This one is just not great at all. So there you have it. The new Alec and Bradley Kintsugi Robusto, 86.33.